Hello students, welcome back. Let us continue with class 7th English chapter 1, the chocolate room. As you know, we have completed page number 11 and we have gone through the story. Let us revise the story in short. We were studying about the chocolate room in which the poet is described beautifully about the chocolate room. Now, take it out, page number 12, last paragraph. In the last to last paragraph, we have studied how poet is described as soon as they entered the chocolate room, what were the feelings and how they felt in the chocolate room and what it looked like, all the 5 children. Now, an important room described Mr. Willy Wonka as he took a bunch of keys from his pocket and slipped one into the keyhole of the door. As soon as they entered in the room, Willy Wonka is telling that we are entering into a most important room which is very precious for him as he wants everybody to be very calm in this room. He continued, this is the nerve center of the whole factory, the heart of whole business. This means he is saying this is the nerve center, means this chocolate room is the nerve center of this factory, which is his whole business. I insist upon my rooms being beautiful. Let us go in. He is saying that I believe that this room should be the most beautiful room. So be careful, my dear children. Don't lose your head and don't get overexcited. Be calm. He is saying, as soon as you have entered the room, please be calm and don't be overexcited when you enter in this room. As soon as Mr. Wonka opened the door, 5 children and others pushed their way in, and what an amazing sight greeted their eyes. As soon as all the 5 children entered in the room, all the 5 children were very much excited and they were very much amazed to see the room. They were looking down upon a lovely valley with a green meadows on either side, and along the bottom of it flowed a great brown river. As soon as they entered, they have seen the green meadow, means the grassland they have seen on the either side, and along the bottom the great brown river was flowing. This means they were amazed to see all the side. Halfway along the river was a big waterfall. This means there was outside the chocolate room, there was a waterfall with a very steep cliff over which the water curled and rolled in a solid sheet. This means the water was flowing and it was being converted into chocolate. Then it went down into a boiling, churning whirlpool full of froth and spray. This means this water, when it was flowing through the pipes, was churning whirlpool. It was being converted into chocolates and the bubbles were being shown in these vessels. The most astonishing sight was just below the waterfall. This means this was the most stunned sight. Everybody was very much stunned to see this sight below the waterfall. About a dozen enormous glass pipes were dangling down into the river from somewhere high up in the ceiling and sucking up the brownish muddy water from the river. This means this water was being flowing from the river. Nobody could guess where they were carrying it to. It was very much stunned for everybody from where this water was going through. Since the pipes were made of glass, this means all the pipes were made up of glass. You could see the liquid bubbling and flowing in the pipes. He is telling everybody you could see the bubbling and flowing the river water in the pipes. Above the noise of the gushing waterfall, the incessant sucking sound of the pipes could be clearly heard. Means as the water is being passed, everybody could hear the sound of bubbling of water which is being converted into chocolates. Let us move to the next page. Graceful trees and bushes grew along the river banks. There were weeping willows and flowers. This means outside the chocolate room there were very graceful trees over there, and riverbank was there. As you can see, all the children are standing over outside the chocolate room, and tall clumps of rhododendrons with their lovely pink and red and mauve blossoms in the meadows. This means all the trees, shrubs with the beautiful red flowers with the lovely and the red pink were blossoming in the grasslands. There were thousands of buttercups, and that they grew. Mr. Wonka suddenly began to dance up and pointed his gold top can at the great brown river as he cried. He was dancing up and down and pointed his gold top can at the great brown river as he cried. He said, "Look there, all this, that is chocolate." He was telling to the students, "Please look at there, these all are the chocolates. Every drop of that river is hot melted chocolate of the very finest quality." This means every drop of this river is chocolate. This is melted chocolate which is of a very finest quality. There is enough chocolate in there to fill every bathtub in this entire country, as well as all the swimming pools. This means there are many chocolates in this bathtub which are being supplied to the entire country. Don't you think it is terrific? He is telling, don't you feel that it is very pathetic for everybody? The pipes suck up the chocolates and carry it to other rooms in the factory where it is needed. He is telling that this pipe is sucked up with the chocolate, and these chocolates are being taken into other rooms. Thousands of gallons an hour is carried. This means many of these, in every hour, many of these chocolates, a unit of volume of chocolates are being carried, dear children. The children and the parents were absolutely amazed and dumbfounded. This means they were very much amazed to see all these, and they were stunned. They could not utter a word. They were wordless. They cannot even speak a single word when they saw this sight. They simply stood there and stared. They were stirred to see all these things. Mr. Wonka continued. The waterfall is the most important as it mixes the chocolate. He is saying that this waterfall is the most important because because of this only we can mix it with chocolate. It churns it up, pounds and beats it well. It makes the chocolate light and frothy. He is saying that it is churning and it is pounding and it is beating well. It makes the chocolate light and frothy. Now, here we will stop up with this part. We will continue the next page in the next session. Thank you.